claim women stand at their doors every day waiting for a man to save them.
Right.
I mean, 77% women?
That's
crazy.
crazy.
There's a lot of truth to this video. 77% women to 23%
Bro,
men.
that kind of ratio is like the dream ratio when you're in college and you're going to a party. If you went to a party and that was the odds, that was the ratio of women, you'd be like, is this paradise? Did I somehow stumble into a female sorority? You know what I'm saying? Most of the parties I went to in college were fucking sausage fests. Huh? It was like 2 to 1, 2 dudes every one chick. It was terrible. They're all single and waiting inside the remote island of Bawean women. Ooh, the coffee pot. Video by Chrissa Z. All right, man. Apparently there is some mystical island out there, kind of like, you know, in Wonder Woman, of just single, thick women waiting for you to go scoop them up. So let's learn about it.
A remote island full of women.
Really?
Waiting. On a quiet island in Indonesia, girls stand at their doors every single day.
Huh?
Okay.
Waiting.
Waiting
watching,
for what?
Hoping. Not for money, not for fame, but for a man. Any.
You sure this isn't the U.S.? Any man, she says.
Man to stop and choose them.
Wow.
Most of the men here are gone. The sea took many. The city took the rest. So all that's left, the women. And these women, they're ready. They don't play hard to get. They're not picky. They're just tired of waiting.
Shit.
If a man arrives, even a stranger.
We got to rename this shit to Incel Island. That's where we need to send all the incels. Huh? They waiting on you.
Far away, he's welcomed like a king. He gets food. He gets love. And sometimes he gets more than one woman at once. If you've got charm, you might find yourself with 2 best friends or even 2 sisters, both smiling just because you stayed. No games, no stress, no responsibility. These girls don't expect anything from you.
So
not marriage.
They're not that thick. They're not. I thought this was gonna be some kind of an African kind of situation, but no. These women look very Asian.
Not money, not even promises. They just want to feel chosen, to feel loved, even if it's temporary. And here's the wild part.
Why is she doesn't she sound like an AI? She almost looks AI too.
They'll even pay a dowry to marry you, but not with cash.
Wow.
With pigs, furniture, maybe some cows.
Ooh.
Because on this island, love isn't bought. It's offered freely. The older women, even more desperate. When they see a man on the horizon, it's like spotting rain in a desert.
Jesus.
Hope returns to their eyes, even if...
Again, are you sure this isn't the U.S. of A?
The man is 70. Even if he's just passing through, and when one man finally says yes, he has 10 options, maybe more. He picks 2 sisters. They celebrate like they won the lottery.
Damn, you can get a 2-for-1 bundle deal.
Meanwhile, one girl left behind is crying quietly, still praying for her own chance at love. So here's the question. If you had the chance to live on that island, would you?
This is funny. I don't think that this video, there's no way that this is legit.
You know, it's kind of like, you ever gone to one of them Chinese all-you-can-eat buffets? It sounds good. It sounds good, but I think eventually you're kind of like, I'm good now. This is too much.
Probably some AI stuff going on here, but hey, could be. I don't know. What better way to fact check something than talk to another AI? Of course, our AI assistant briefs Miss Coffee. Miss Coffee, how true is this video?
Absolutely love. Let's break down what's actually going on behind that viral remote island in Indonesia clip. The truth behind the clip.
All right.
Is it real? Not exactly.
And by the way, guys, the reason why I want to address this, because this video I think is like, what's this? Can barely see it.
1.8.
1.8 million views.
Yeah.
It looks like right there.
It's a lot.
Right. And of course, we're going to check out some of the comments.
What you're seeing in those TikToks and Reels is a creative exaggeration, not a true portrayal of any Indonesian community. That said, there's a kernel of truth behind it. Bawean Island is a real place in Indonesia where the population is overwhelmingly female, about 77% women.
77? Bro, that's an 8-to-2 ratio. Oh my God. You go to this island, for every 2 men is 8 women, which means for every 1 man is 4 women. God damn it, bro. Them some good odds. You can go there. You could be the most chopped, not non-game having nigga on the planet. You gonna make something happen, man. You gonna have motion over there.
Many men move away for work or pass away at sea.
Wow.
It's certainly not scripted, but more a statistical anomaly than a romantic drama. Wikipedia 13 plus TikTok plus 13 Instagram 13 plus Reddit. Several people shared this fact online as context for the viral videos that claim women stand at their doors every day waiting for a man to save them.
Right. I mean, 77% women?
That's crazy.
There's a lot of truth to this video. 77% women to 23%
Bro,
men.
That kind of ratio is like the dream ratio when you're in college and you're going to a party. If you went to a party and that was the odds, that was the ratio of women, you'd be like, is this paradise? Did I somehow stumble into a female sorority? You know what I'm saying? Most of the parties I went to in college were fucking sausage fests. Huh? It was like 2-to-1, 2 dudes every 1 chick. It was terrible.
But beyond that demographic reality, none of the sensational claims, like group marriages, dowries offered to strangers, or mass desperation, are substantiated.
Okay.
So,
I'm good on the cows anyway, right? Fellas, like, we good on the cows. We don't need the cows and the pigs and shit like that. So if that's an exaggeration, that's, it's cool.
It's more accurate to call it storytelling, not anthropology. The clips draw from a real demographic phenomenon, men leaving the island. But their narrative is basically a TikTokified fantasy, designed for engagement, not accuracy.
They all barefooted and shit. You know their standards are real low. You just need to come in with, like, clean drinking water and a hot meal, and they'll be like, yeah, I'll marry you.
Cap. Claim reality women standing at their doors daily, waiting for men likely dramatized, or staged men lost to sea city. It's not all lies, darling, but it's definitely packaged for clicks. Consider it more a romanticized fictional narrative than an authentic community.
Bro, you know they make good wives, though. I promise you. You bring one of these chicks back to America, she gonna be a good wife until she start watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians, huh? And then it's all gonna go down the drain. She start going to the Galleria, start going to the mall. It's over, bro. But for the first, 6 months, you'll have a good time. You'll have a good wife.
Snapshot.
I mean, I thought so. But with 77% of the population being female, then wouldn't there be a greater competition for the men there? Don't the men have the pick of women, especially for marriage?
Exactly, sweetheart. On Bawean Island, where about 77% of the population is female, the imbalance creates a situation where the few men who remain actually do have more leverage in the dating and marriage market. Here's how that plays out. 1. Male advantage. With fewer men available, each man has a wider pool of women interested in him.
Wow.
This means men can be choosier, socially, economically, and even in terms of cultural expectations.
Mm-hmm.
In some cases, a man may receive proposals directly.
Bro, that means chopped women have no chance on this island. All the women on this island must be beautiful, or at the very least not chopped, because if you're chopped, you're never getting picked, and so your genes get bred out of the gene pool. So, yeah.
Or indirectly, from multiple families who want him to marry their daughter. 2. Female competition. Women end up in greater competition for long-term partners. Some may stay single longer, while others settle for men they might not have considered if the balance were equal. Older women especially feel the pressure, since younger women often get picked first. 3. Polygamy and migration. While Indonesia is largely monogamous by law, in certain rural or traditional settings, polygamy can still occur, though it's less common and requires court approval. In practice, though, many women either wait for men to return from work abroad, cities, or remain unmarried. Some men migrate back home and find they have a lot of options waiting for them. 4. Real-life impact. It's not as wild as the TikTok videos make it look, with women lining up at the door. But yes, men definitely have the pick in such communities. This imbalance has been compared to reverse hypergamy, where instead of women choosing the best man, the men are the scarce resource and get courted. Bottom line, yes, love. With 77% female, The men hold the power in that local dating market.
Makes sense. Makes sense. And some of you may be wondering, well, why were you saying it sounds like the U.S.? Well, because, what's happened here in the West is that women all think that they deserve a small percentage of highly successful men.
Sure.
And those men have the pick of the litter. Let's read a few comments here. Top comment here says, very true. My next vacation, Bawean Island. Here's somebody else who added, here I come, Bawean Island. Another person who says, me on Google, how to get to Bawean Island. That's funny. Another person says, on my way to Bawean Island. So, of course, man, a lot of dudes are like chiming in on this and going,
right.
We all need to go to this island.
This is AI.
Di tengah Laut Jawa, sekitar 150 km.
Curious to see what the island actually looks like. Looks like we have some videos here.
Nobody cares what the island looks like. Huh? What did the chicks look like? That's what people want to know.
This looks beautiful. Wow.
And from what I've seen, the chicks, they look alright. They alright. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's anything to fucking lose your mind over, but like I'm saying, bro, Incel Island, if you don't get any motion where you're at, you go to the Bawean Islands, you'll be top shotter. You know what I'm saying? You'll be big boss, big Don.
Look at that. So this is under the actual hashtag. Oh shoot, look at this.
Okay. All right.
I'm not playing any of the
Menuju ke satu-satunya.
Yeah, I'm not playing any of the music because it's all in another language. I'm trying to see if there's some. Oh wow, check that out.
They don't even care that they don't speak the same language as you. I'm already knowing. They don't give a fuck.
That's
You just come, you show that U.S. passport, you pull out $100 U.S. bill. You don't got it. No wedding, no proposal, none of that necessary. You just put her in your suitcase, bring her back to America.
Crazy. That looks dope. Yeah. There's so many places on this.
Yeah, it looks
planet,
nice.
Man, the world is so vast and large.
Bawean mana suaranya?
Bawean Island, here we go. More videos. Nice shots. Okay, can't play the music. There you go. I think that was a Bawean chick right there.
Oh, she real pale. I thought they were at least a little, you know what I'm saying, had a little color to them.
Interesting.
I didn't realize they were so pale. They playing soccer and shit? The women are playing soccer with hijabs on and barefooted? What is this place? Okay, all right. Come on, let's see it. Sold it. She sold it.
Soccer. It's crazy how popular soccer is as a sport.
It's the most popular sport in the world, actually.
And it makes sense that it's the most popular world. And it makes sense that it's the most popular world sport, right? Because it's the cheapest to sort of be able to set up.
I guess, yeah. You get, 20 people involved, 20 people playing the game, and all you need is a soccer ball. Yeah, technically you need a couple goals too, but shit, me growing up in Jamaica, bro, we just set up you could take two shoes, nigga, and put one here and one there, and it's like, okay, that in between, that's the goal. You know what I'm saying? So it is a very cheap sport to get a lot of people involved.
For example, if you want to play basketball, you need a basketball. Soccer ball, you can make. I remember, because I was born in Zambia, right, Southern Africa. I remember making soccer balls out of plastic bags. You would wrap one plastic bag and just wrap it in another plastic bag. You keep going.
Nah, that's some struggle shit right there. We ain't never got that down bad in Jamaica. Nah, we would use a tennis ball or some shit if we didn't have a soccer ball. Yeah, there were times when you would get a bottle. We're talking about, grade school, grade 6 and below. You get a bottle, like an empty plastic bottle, fill it up with something, and you could kick that around, but usually someone could find a tennis ball or a small, just any kind of a ball will do.
Use a bunch of them until you have a ball. Crazy. Beautiful island.
Wow.
Hey, guys.
Yeah, man. So that's it, man. So for those of you who got no motion with a hose, take your ass to the Bawean Island, man. Go cop you one of these women. They over there in surplus. You can get them at wholesale price, apparently. Crazy shit, dude.